Okay, now that we're sending updates to the internet every time the gate opens or closes, it's time to pass those on to our phone via text messages. In order to do that, we're going to use an app from a company called If This Then That. So I'm going to go to the App Store, either the Apple App Store or Google Play. I'll go to my search bar, and I'm going to search for IFTTT, If This Then That. And I'll go ahead and install the app. And once the app is installed, I'm going to go ahead and launch it. The app starts with a couple of introductory screens. I'm going to go ahead and scroll to the right twice, and now I will be able to create an account on If This Then That. So I'm going to type in my email address and the password that I'd like to use. And then I'll select Sign Up. If the sign up takes too long, I may leave the app and come back to it. Once the app launches, it gives some introductory screens at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click Next and Skip. And I want to go ahead and create an app. So I'm going to click on the My Applets tab on the bottom right. And it again gives me a little help screen. I'll hit Next. And notice this, to make your own applets, click on the plus. I'm going to go ahead and hit Got it. And then I'll click on the plus sign to create an applet. So this allows us to combine together different services. So I'll hit the Start button to begin creating an applet. All of these applets follow a simple rule. If this, then that. If something occurs, the this, then we'll respond to it in some way, the that. I'll go ahead and click on this. In this case, we want to deal with information coming from Particle. So I'm going to search the service that I want, which is Particle. And I'll go ahead and select the Particle service. And I can pick the type of action that I want to respond to. In this case, I want to respond to new events coming from my gate. So I'm going to go ahead and click on New Event Published. In order to interact with Particle, we'll have to connect to the Particle service. So I'll go ahead and hit the Connect button. We only have to do this once. And now I'll have to enter my username and password for Particle. And when I'm done, hit the Sign In button. Once we're successfully signed in, hit the OK button. And now we have to finish the event that we're interested in. So I'm going to scroll down. If you remember, the name of the event is Gate Status with a lowercase g. So I'll type in the exact name of the event. And I'm really interested in when the gate is open. So if you remember, our message name was open with a lowercase o. And I can also pick which particular photon is sending this message. In this case, I only have one photon named gate. So when the photon named gate sends me an event of type gate status, and it contains the word open, we want to do something. So I'll hit the next button at the top. And now I get to pick the that, what I'm going to do in response to this. I want to get a text message, an SMS text. So I'm going to go ahead and search for SMS. And I'll select the SMS service. And I want to be sent a text message, so I'll select that. Just like with the Particle service, I'm going to have to connect to this service and verify that I can use it. So I'll enter the phone number that I want to be sent a message. And then I'll hit the Send PIN button. And a second later, I should receive a text message with a confirmation number. In this case, my confirmation number is 1082. So I'll go ahead and enter that. And then I'll click on Connect. And at this point, I can send text messages. Now I get to pick the particular text message I actually get sent when this event occurs. So right now it's going to say device name, which the name of my photon is gate, and then the word published, and then event name, it's going to fill in the name of the event, which in our case is gate status. So right now it would say gate published gate status. I actually want something a little bit more precise than that. I actually want it to say gate is open. Okay, that's better. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the next button. And now my applet has been created. If I scroll down to the bottom, I'll hit finish. And my applet's now live. If for some reason I want to disable text messages, I could come into this app and I could turn off messages coming from this applet. Okay, it may take a little while before IFTTT is interacting with Particle. You may have to wait an hour or even possibly 2. If you log into your IFTTT console and see messages like this, IFTTT trigger event check, then you know that the services are successfully talking. These checks are triggered when the sensor is in the open state. So in this case, I've just pulled the magnet away from the sensor. My gate's open, and then in response to that, I see the IFTTT event check. Now that we know that the IFTTT service is successfully connected to the Particle service, we can actually test out our text message notifications. In order to do that, I'll move the magnet away from the switch, simulating a gate opening. And within a few seconds later, I should receive a text message on my phone, which I just did. Keep in mind that IFTTT limits you to about 100 text messages per month. So if you're using this on a gate that's going to open and close often, you might want to consider using either a different service or a different mechanism. IFTTT also supports unlimited notifications, so you might want to consider using their notification service.